Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, beautiful souls. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening,
old souls,
beautiful souls,
and evolving beings.
light warriors.
So today is a story
old
that I'm going to
souls,
share.
and evolving beings.
And
So today
is
I'm
a
going to
story
share it because
that
the
I'm going to
Lionsgate portal is
share,
coming in,
and that's a very important
and
date. If
I'm
you
gonna share it
don't
because the
know, that
Lionsgate
is
portal is
August
coming
8th,
in, and that's a very important
2023
date
coming up.
If you don't know,
And do go
that
back and
is
listen to my
August
last
8th,
video. It's only 5
2023
minutes
coming
about
up.
putting in
And
your
do go back and
requests
listen to
for the
my
day
last
that I
video.
returned
It's
to
only
a
5
sacred site
minutes
and
about
ley
putting
lines,
in your requests
that I
for
was
the day
brought
that I
back
returned
to
to a sacred
after a
site and
crazy
ley
40
lines.
day,
Not easy,
that I
very
was
intense
brought
journey,
back to
but
after a crazy
wonderful
40 day.
and
Not
I am just
easy,
so
very
excited for
intense
humanity.
journey,
I can't
but
even begin to tell you.
wonderful.
But here's a
And
question
I am just so
that
excited for humanity.
many people
I can't
ask.
even begin to tell you.
Is it possible?
But here's a
for
question
that many people ask.
five-dimensional plus
Is it
being
possible to
for
be
a
able to live in a 3D world?
plus being,
Let's say
to
even
be
with a
able
spouse
to live
or
in
a
a 3D
3D
world,
or your best friend.
let's say even with a
Can
spouse,
they operate
or a
on
child,
a totally different
or your best
level
friend
than
can
you
they
are
operate
on a
and can
totally
you
different level
survive and live
than you are at?
now?
And can
In
you
the past,
survive
I have
and
spoken
live?
about when it is
Now,
absolutely
in the past,
time.
I have spoken
to
about
leave
when
a spouse,
it is
a friend,
absolutely
a city,
time
wherever
to
you may be,
leave
because
a spouse,
karmically
a friend,
you
a
have
city,
finished
wherever you may
what
be,
you
because
needed to
karmically
finish. You have
and as
finished
hard as it is
what
to walk
you
away,
needed to
and
finish.
I know, and as
It's
hard
something
as
that
it is
has
to
to be
walk
done
away,
for your
and I
growth,
know, and it has to be
it's
done
something that has
for
to be done
the
for
individuals
your
you
growth,
are with,
to
and it
be
has
able
to be
to
done
grow.
for the individuals
So
you are
go
with.
back. It was
to
one of
be
my
able
very
to grow.
early videos. It was probably February
So
or
go
March.
back.
It was one of my
that
very
I
early
spoke about
videos.
when
It
to
was
leave those
probably
karmic
February or
relationships.
March.
And I'm bringing it up
that
again
I spoke about
because,
when to leave those karmic relationships.
these last 40
and I'm
days
bringing
have
it
been
up
intense
again
for so
because,
many
boy,
individuals. And
these
you
last
are
40
literally
days have been
peeling
intense
off
for
and
so
letting
many
go
individuals,
of things that
and
no
you
longer
are
serve you,
literally
and
peeling
an
off
entire
and letting go
overlay
of
has
things that
come
no
down
longer serve
into
you,
the world.
and an entire
And I want all of you to
overlay has
experience
come
the
down
best
into the
of the
world.
best.
And I want all of
And
you
let
to
go of the
experience
rest.
the best.
It
of
is
the
your
best.
time to shine.
And let go
It
of
is
the
your
rest.
time to do
It
what
is
you
your
love.
time to
And in
shine.
order to be able to
It
do
is
that,
your time
you
to
have
do what
to be
you love.
able
And
and in
willing
order to be able to
look
do that,
honestly
you
at
have
those
to be
around
able,
you, and
and
willing
this is why
to
I'm
look
going to share
honestly
this
at
specific
those
story.
around you.
And this
I
is
am
why
changing the
I'm going
names.
to share this
I'm
specific
changing
story.
a couple of the circumstances.
I am changing the
because
names. I'm
just
changing a
want
couple
need
of
to
the
keep the anonymity
circumstances
still for now.
because
I just need to keep the
around
anonymity still for now.
2015
So
is when
huge
around
messages
2015
started coming in once again
is
for me.
when
Again, I've been
huge messages
unbelievably
start-
connected since
started
birth,
coming
but
in
it was
once
a
again for me.
transition.
Again,
and
I've
it was
been
a warning
unbelievably
for me
connected since birth,
to
but
start to really
it was a
prep up,
transition,
and it was
because
a warning for
I
me
did know
to
that I
start
was
to really
going to have to
prep
leave
up
absolutely
because
everything.
I
My heart
did
knew
know that
and
I
I
was
wasn't
going to have to
ready
leave absolutely
because
everything.
I loved many
My
people.
heart knew,
And I
and
wasn't ready
circumstances,
because
and
I loved many
belongings,
people
and all of those
and
things. Circumstances,
one has to be incredibly
and
strong,
belongings,
which
and
many
all
of
of
you
things.
have shared the
And
same
one has to
stories
be
of
incredibly strong,
literally,
which
just
many of you
walking
have
on.
shared the same stories
So
of literally.
that extra
just
push was
walking
around
on.
2015.
So
By 2017, I was
extra
able to
push
really,
was around
really see
2015.
scenarios as they were.
By 2017,
But again,
I was able
my
to
heart
really, really
was
see
still
scenarios as they
trying
were.
to believe
But again,
that if I
my
loved
heart
enough,
was
if I
still
cared enough, if I
trying
did
to
enough,
believe
if I
that
could
if I loved enough,
use
if
my
I cared enough,
powers
if I did
strongly
enough,
if I
I
could
would be
use
able
my
to
powers
manipulate
strongly
yes,
enough, I
the
would
situation
be able
around
to
me so that those
manipulate.
people would wake
Yes,
up, so that then I
the
didn't have to leave
situation
them.
around me, so that those people would
Because
wake up,
I
so that
am
then I didn't have to leave
the
them.
most trusting,
Because
believing,
I
positive individual
the most
who believes in the best
trusting,
for all.
believing,
positive individual
the time
who believes
period
in the best for all.
let's say mid-July
So
to
come
8/8 the Lions
the time
Gate.
period from
I'm thinking it was around
mid-July
2017 to 8/8 the Lions
An
Gate.
individual will call Bob,
I'm thinking it was
who I
around
love dearly, knew his
2017.
family for his practically
An individual
my entire
will
life,
call Bob,
who I love
had
dearly,
a
knew his
growth
family
on their
for
back.
his practically my
And
entire
when I
life.
saw it, I was like, oh yes, that
had
is
a
most
growth
definitely
on their
a
back.
melanoma mole.
And
I
when
could
I
spot
saw
it
it, I was
because,
like,
of course,
oh yes, that is
I
most
worked with
definitely
kids with
a
cancer
melanoma
and
mole.
had been in
I
that
could
industry.
spot it because, of course,
my father also
I
died
worked
of
with kids with
melanoma.
cancer and
And
had been in that industry.
my father
I had
also
seen
died
it.
of melanoma.
I knew what it was.
And
I had seen
so,
it without
I knew what it
telling
was.
that person.
And
I automatically started working
without
on healing
telling
it
that
with
person.
energy. I automatically started
energy
working
and
on healing it with energy.
The ability that I have,
And
you do not have to be in that
energy and
location.
healing,
You
the
can
ability
use
that I
that
have,
energy
you do
and
not
move it
have to be in that
anywhere in the
location.
quantum field.
You can
It was
use
something
that
I was
energy
born
and
with
move it
that
anywhere
gives
in
not
the
only my
quantum
hands
field.
that energetic power.
It was something I
but
was
also
born with that
the
gives
ability to
not
work
only
in
my
a higher
hands that
dimension
energetic power
and bring that
but
dimension
also
to the other
ability to work in
individuals
a
as
higher
long as it's in their
dimension
soul contract
and bring
as
that
long as they're
dimension
ready to heal.
to the other individuals.
As long as
So,
it's in their soul contract and as long as they're ready to heal.
Beautifully, within 30 days,
So,
the whole thing grew out, sloughed, and completely fell off. Within 30 days, the whole thing grew out, sloughed, and completely fell off. It was on the lower back.
Let me see.
Basically lower back.
Let me see.
And that location told me that individual was still holding on to a tremendous amount of guilt.
Told me that
individual was still holding on to a tremendous amount of unexpressed emotions.
tremendous amount of
anger.
So that
location
amount
of
unexpressed
it was
emotions.
directly on the spine.
And so that
told
location
me what was going on,
because
the
it
problem
was directly on the
is
spine.
that individual
told me
is a very
what was going
3D
on.
individual.
The problem
is that
not
individual
see
is a very
beyond
3D individual
or
even
could
remotely
not
believe
see
in
beyond
these types of healings
or even
other
remotely
things that were
believe
going on in the world.
in these types
And that's okay. I
of
completely
healings
understood
or other
that, and
things
that
that were
person
going
was
on in the world.
I allowed to be in the
And that's
place
okay.
that they
I
needed to
completely
be in,
understood that, and that person was
basically
would
I
come
allowed
and
to
go
be in the
as
place that they needed to
necessary.
be in, and
So,
basically
Bob lets
would
me
come
know
and go
that to
as,
his great
as
surprise,
necessary. Because he could
So,
not set
Bob
an
lets me
appointment
know
that to his great
in
surprise
30 days.
because
The
he
first
could not
appointment was
set an
45
appointment
days out
to see a
in
medical
30
doctor
days.
on this.
The first appointment was
He lets me
45
know the whole
days
thing is
out to see a
completely
medical
dried
doctor
up and disappeared
on
and fallen
this.
off. He lets me know the whole
So
thing
I'm
is
thinking,
completely
ooh,
dried up and
ooh,
disappeared
this is
and fallen
wonderful.
off. Bob gets
So I'm thinking
that his
ooh,
body is so
ooh, this
strong
is wonderful
and
miraculous,
Bob gets and that it did the healing.
that his
and to let
body
it go.
is so strong
and
but
miraculous,
that doctor's
and that it did the
appointment
healing
came up
and to
in
let it go.
45 days.
But
And
that doctor's
the
appointment
doctor looked
came
at the
up
site,
in 45
said
days.
specifically, well, I don't see anything.
And he said, no,
The
I don't see
doctor
anything
looked at
either.
the site,
But the doctor
said
said
specifically, well, I
but
don't
we
see
could
anything.
do a biopsy of
And he
the
said, no,
area
I don't
just
see
to
anything
make
either.
sure
But the doctor
that
said,
nothing is there if
but
you're
we could
concerned
do a
about it.
biopsy of the area
And
just
the
to make
individual
sure
said, well, I'll
that
think about
nothing is
that.
there if you're concerned about it.
In the meantime,
And the individual said,
individual
well,
decided
I'll think about that.
not to make any other lifestyle
In the
changes,
meantime,
not to
the
explore
individual
it,
decided
but simply
not to make any other
continue to
lifestyle
focus on the fact that
changes,
it
not
had
to
been there.
explore it,
But simply,
that
to
individual
continue
could
to
not get
focus
it out
on
of
the
their
fact
mind.
that it had been
And
there.
because they could not get it out of
And
their mind,
that
and
individual
those who
could
have
not
done
get it out of
healings
their
with me will
mind.
understand
And
exactly
because
what
they
I'm
could
saying,
not get
which is
it out
why
of their
I always
mind.
say,
And those who have done
lock in the
healings with
healing.
me will understand exactly what I'm
because
saying,
they
which is
couldn't
why
get it
I
out of
always
their
say,
mind, and they kept
lock in the
focusing on
healing.
it. Of course, sure enough, what happened?
Because they
Exact
couldn't
same
get it out
spot,
of their
it comes
mind, and they
back.
kept focusing on it. Of course,
This
sure
time,
enough, what happened?
The person is
Exact same
convinced
spot, it comes
that they
back.
must go see a traditional
This
doctor,
time,
and that they
the
must
person is
have it
convinced
biopsied and
that
looked
they
at.
must
They
go
through the
see a
whole
traditional
process.
doctor.
The
And that they
biopsy
must have
comes
it biopsied
back.
and looked at. They go through the whole process.
The doctor has now
The
convinced them that
biopsy
it's
comes
stage
back.
3
Melanoma.
The doctor has now
and
convinced
of
them that it's
course,
stage 3.
has given
Melanoma
all of the things
and
about
of
what this
course,
means, how the whole area needs to be
has
cleaned up
given
and cut
all
out
of
and
the
removed,
things
and
about
on
what
and
this
on.
means, how the whole area
And
needs
I
to be
won't go
cleaned
through
up and
all
cut
of
out
the
and
details,
removed,
but
and
needless
on.
to say,
And
right
I won't
around
go through
Portal
all
Day,
of the details, but
needless to say, that person,
right
around portal day, I got to surgery because that was their choice. That person, I got to surgery because that was their choice. I stayed with them through surgery. If you heard my story about my parents, both of my parents decided to go through traditional treatment. If you heard my story about my parents, both of my parents decided to go through traditional treatment. Both of them
the second time around 30 days.
One within a few months.
So one must be the second time around 30 days. Other individuals do exactly what they need to do. One must be able to
I was just there
other
to be
individuals
loving and
do
compassionate
exactly what they
caring,
need
and
to
because
do.
I knew the medical system
So I
inside
was just
and out.
there to be loving and compassionate and caring, and because I knew the medical system inside and out, everything was done properly.
I was willing
to the best of the ability.
Kind of be the
As I
advocate
sat there going,
and make sure everything was done
properly.
That this individual is going through this, but it's
as I sat there
his
going,
journey.
I can't believe
that this individual is going through this, but
the person goes
his
through
journey.
the surgery and is a
phenomenal healer. So I'm not concerned about any of that, and they go through it.
Phenomenal healer.
And so I'm not concerned about any of that.
Coming out of the anesthesia, and we're talking, and everything's going okay.
They are coming
out of the anesthesia,
they're falling back asleep,
and we're talking, and
because I know we have to
take a car ride for a while before getting to a room.
Because I know we have to
take a car ride for a while.
Tell the doctor,
getting
you might as well give him
just an extra shot of Ativan.
I tell the
before
doctor,
you disconnect
you might as well give him
so he's comfortable,
just an
and
extra shot of Ativan.
So
before you
if a person is going to
so
go
he's
through
the
pharmaceutical
route,
so if a person is going to go through
the pharmaceutical
route, I was like, okay. And
of course, I
that
knew
will
exactly
help
what
somebody rest
would
and
last for
relax
about
and
4 to
heal.
5 hours.
I
and
was
then
like,
it would simply wear
and of
off.
course, I knew exactly what
would last for
about 4 to 5 hours,
and then it would simply wear off.
Get into a room.
I'm there to watch over.
Person checks out
and
get into
I had
a
been
room.
really struggling
I'm there
with
to watch
how
over
many people I would have to let go of
I
in
had
my
been
life.
really struggling with
how
many
move I would have to make.
I would have to let go of in my
I had
life.
been working
and
through
how much
the
of a move
portal
I would have
and
to
information,
make.
and I had
been
been
doing
working
so
through
many other
the
things.
portal and information,
And
so
I had been doing so
a
many
few
other
hours went
things.
by,
And
he woke up
so
and we started having this conversation.
A few hours went by.
And he woke up and we started having this conversation.
All of a sudden, this
It
person
was
full
incredible.
of incredible understanding.
All of a sudden,
this
so
person
many scenarios
was
that had
full
gone
of
on
incredible
in the past.
understanding.
He had true
So many
clarity.
scenarios that had
There
gone
was
on
just
in the
this
past.
most
He had
phenomenal
true
camaraderie
clarity
and the
of.
excitement.
There was just this
that
most
I felt
phenomenal
for the fact that this
camaraderie
individual
and the
finally
excitement
got it.
that I felt
was phenomenal.
for the fact that this
I
individual
stepped outside.
finally got
I was like,
it. Thank you,
was
heavenlies. Thank you,
phenomenal.
everybody, for
I stepped
bringing this
outside.
clarity.
I was like,
so
thank
wonderful
you,
to have
you,
one
heavenlies.
person.
Thank you,
One
everybody,
person,
for
which
bringing
is all
this
I had.
clarity.
To
so
be able
wonderful
to talk about
to have
all
one
these
person,
things that were going
one
on.
person,
What it
which is
meant
all
for
I
the
had.
portal,
To be able to
how,
talk about all these things
people
that were
become
going on.
enablers,
What it meant for the
how
portal
people
are the way
how,
that they are.
how the
people
entire
become
world was
enablers,
changing. How
on and on and on and on.
The way that
I mean,
they
we
are,
talked
how the
for
entire
a few
world
hours.
was changing.
And
on and on and on
it
and
was,
on.
I mean,
The
we talked
most
for a few hours.
mind-blowing, wonderful
And
experience
it
I
was
had ever
the
had to
most
date on planet Earth.
mind-blowing,
Wonderful experience I had
So,
ever had to date
he
on
got
planet
tired
Earth.
and
I was like, oh, just go to sleep
So,
and rest and
he got
relax
tired
up,
and
relax.
I was like, oh, just
and
go to
heal
sleep
up and
So,
rest and relax up,
he goes to
relax
sleep,
and
heal
it's
up.
about 9,
So,
10 hours the next day.
he
Again,
goes to
I'm
sleep.
so
It's
excited
about
9,
all
10
this
hours
information
the
that
next
was shared.
day. Again,
And,
I'm so excited
he
about
wakes up
all
the next
this day. I
information
check
that was
on him
shared.
to see how he's
And,
feeling, how he's healing.
He wakes up the
Clean
next
the
day. I
wound,
check
do all
on
the
him
things
to
that need
see
to
how
be done,
he's feeling, how
and
he's
turn
healing,
around,
clean
and,
the wound,
and say
do
to
all
him
the
things that need to be done.
Wow.
And turn around.
That was a great conversation last night.
And say to him, and he was like,
Wow.
"Oh yeah, it was wonderful."
That was a great conversation
and,
last night.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, it was wonderful."
What was the conversation?
And he's like,
I'm like,
"You don't remember the conversation?"
what was the conversation?
And he said, "No."
We had a conversation?
You don't remember the conversation?
He said, all I remember is getting to the room and going to sleep.
We had a conversation?
And I said, you don't remember
He said, all
any
I remember
dreams,
is getting to the room
any
and going to sleep.
conversations, anything that
And I
transpired.
said, you don't remember any dreams
from last night. Any conversation.
He said, no,
anything
I just
that
remember,
transpired
getting
from
in
last night.
and relaxing.
You said no.
I turning
just
on my
remember,
side so that I didn't agitate it, and that was it. Relaxing and turning on my side so that I didn't agitate it, and that was it. Bob, never. The person remembered the conversation. Bob, never. Everything that we discussed. Remembered the conversation. Everything that we discussed. That scenario, that situation told me that I had just had the most phenomenal conversation. Told me with his higher self, had the most phenomenal conversation. Moved his ego away with his higher self from the situation. He had then moved his ego away. Had the most phenomenal situation interaction, and we had the most phenomenal. It was beautiful interaction. Now, you know from my previous videos, I don't encourage anybody now to have from my previous videos to connect with your higher self. Anybody to have this as a way to connect with your higher self. I connected with that higher self. My point is, I connected with that higher self. These beautiful, incredible situations, and we worked through all of these beautiful, incredible situations for him to forget such and go back to living in the 3D world. For him to forget. And I was left understanding and go back to living in the 3D very world. Soon. And I was my time understanding to move on. That I would do the best that I could do. My time, but that to move on. If the person that I would do the best that I could do in the old thinking, and chose not to evolve to remain. That was his in the old thinking. And chose not to evolve, that was his choice. The reason I'm telling this story is that portal days are incredibly intense. Is that portal days into are incredibly intense. You can't bring everyone with you, whether it's a child or a parent. You can't bring everyone with you, or a spouse, whether it's a child, a lover, or a parent, or a best friend. But a portal or a spouse comes a lover, for you to be able to let go of the dimensional world. Comes for you to be able to let go of the dimensional world. You can no pop into those worlds whenever you choose to. Once you are strong enough to understand what's going on. Whenever you choose to. But once you are strong enough to understand what's going on. Conscious choice to love them unconditionally. You need to make a conscious choice to love your needs unconditionally. Should you choose to go back. And not put your opinion or your needs on them. Should you choose to go back. So many scenarios. Otherwise, my advice, you may so many scenarios to walk on is, and it is hard, simply need to but walk it can on. Be done, and you will be stronger. And it is hard, and you will meet them, but it can be done, or wherever, and you will be stronger. And you will meet them portal days in your dreams, or wherever, as you are resolving the issues that you will find on portal days in your dreams, as you are resolving the issues that you could not that people think they can put it in through, or finish, because life is messy, little box and you can't always get through that way, because life is messy, and you can't always get through that way. That so many of us aware who pop in to share our stories, many of us, and so many in to probably share our all stories, of you who are listening, because you so got many this far, probably are higher dimensional beings who are listening. You're multidimensional because you got this are higher dimensional. Are higher dimensional and beings. Simply you are. Living. You're multidimensional. You are higher dimensional. Current now, and you are simply living. In and this because now we are going through the process, and because of bringing going our physical bodies the with process, us, it is most important our physical bodies with us. Your highest dimension is most important as all of the DNA codes are getting upgraded, as you are being upgraded. DNA codes are getting upgraded, as you are being upgraded. For the highest and best, and you for all set your intentions, and for the highest and best for all from involved. A place of unconditional and love. Continue to bringing in more from a place of you unconditional happy. Love, bringing in more being of what makes you happy
if you need to be
in those circumstances,
being there
simply as a compassionate
if you need to be
being. In those circumstances,
you are not there to
simply
judge
as a compassionate
you are not there to
being.
Discuss or define
you are not
what
there
is
to
right
judge.
or wrong.
You are not there to
you are
discuss
there
or define what is right or wrong.
If you feel as though
you are
it
there
will not
simply
detract
to lend an ear
from your
if
own
you
energy,
feel as though
it will not
detract
you
from
move
your
on
own energy
to find others
who you resonate
and
with,
or
who are
you move
already
to find
understanding
who
they
you
are
resonate
in
with
those higher
who
dimensions,
are already
that they are
understanding
well activated
they
with
are
all
in
of their
those
DNA
higher
strands,
dimensions,
that
and
they
that
are well
you have moved
activated
into
with
a
all of
place
their DNA
of
strands,
wanting to help,
and that you have
and
moved
be
into
there
a place
for others,
of wanting to help by loving yourself
be there
unconditionally
for
first.
others.
Do not feel guilty if
by
you move
loving
on.
yourself
Do not feel hurt
unconditionally
if
first.
you move on. Do
And
not feel
do
guilty if you
not
move
stop
on.
yourself
Do not feel hurt
from
if
the
you move
most
on.
important
And
thing,
do
which is your
not
growth
stop yourself
and your ascension.
from the most important thing, which is
if
your
you like
growth
this story,
and
make
your
sure to hit
ascension.
like, subscribe,
and I hope
if you like this
has
story,
helped you
make sure to
understand
hit like,
that
subscribe,
crazy things
and I
happen
hope
around
this
portal
has helped
dates.
you understand have
that
a
crazy
wonderful,
things
beautiful,
happen around
glorious
portal
day.
dates.
Love you.
Have a wonderful, beautiful, glorious day.
Love you.